I used to hate myself. Like, I would genuinely look in the mirror and criticize every single thing about me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. It was that bad. There was a time where I wished that I was light skinned. When I mean light skinned, I mean light skinned. I wanted to be fair. I wanted to be white so bad that I didn't even used to use Vaseline on my skin because I thought, oh, it was making me darker. And another time, I was standing under the sun because I wanted to be darker skinned. Because at that time, I said, darker skinned girls are so pretty. I also want to be pretty like them. So I would stand under the sun and risk sunburns just so I could get darker skin. Not knowing that I wasn't darker skin, but just a lot of sunburn. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Hi guys, it's your girl Alma Zoe back with another video. Before we get into today's video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I'm posting. Also, don't forget to follow my social medias at Alma Zoe on all socials, and tell everybody that you know, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, so everybody that they know that this is where they need to be. So, this series that I'm starting is going to be into 5 chapters. I'm going to be dividing it into 5 chapters. It's going to be all about self love, self acceptance, body positivity. Um, yeah, and it is something that I have struggled with for majority of my life, and I just want to show you guys how I got over it or how I'm trying to get over it. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Amongst the things that made me hate myself and loathe myself every time I looked in the mirror was the first one. It was bullying. I was bullied as a kid, and it also did not help the fact that I didn't feel like I had as much as everybody else had. I've always had to struggle, whether it was money or clothes or food. I kind of felt like, you know, if they could have it, why didn't my family have it? Why did I have to struggle so much? Why did I have to go without eating? Like, just why me? And then going into high school or secondary school, I was bullied. Yeah, and it depends on who you ask because I went to a military school, and a lot of the times when you said, okay, this person said this to me, as my senior, they would say, oh, we're training you. We're training you to be strong. We're training you to be tough. But the chemical reactions in my brain did not take it as that. My brain constantly told me, oh, you're not good enough. Like, look at her. She's fit. She's slim. She can run. Can you run as much as she can? Can you do what she does? And it was absolutely wild. I hate it. Every time I looked at the mirror, I was just like, why can't you be more like that person? Or I was constantly comparing myself to everybody. Now, the second thing that really got me into self-loathing, it was bad relationships. Now, the first relationship I'm going to talk about is familial relationship because that's the one that affected me. I didn't really grow up in the whole parents are in love kind of family and everybody's happy together kind of family. No, I grew up, well, I'm still growing, so I'm growing up in like one of those put together kind of broken homes. Like it's broken, but it's like not broken at the same time. Yeah, so I grew up with that, and there's a lot of transfer of aggression. There's a lot of this person is pissed off, so they're gonna take that aggression and pour it on me. And as a Nigerian, the way they always say, "Oh, you're too fat. Why you eating so much? You shouldn't eat. You should lose weight. You should do this. You should do that." That also did not help with my self image. That did not help with making me love myself any more than I already had or lack of it. And it was crazy because I would always think, why can't they be more supportive? Why can't they say, oh, you're doing good? Or maybe if you tried this way, why didn't they look for ways that were more soothing in order to get me to like change my habits or something? But it was always said in such a derogatory 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 way. Okay, it was always said in such a way that made it look like you were stupid and you didn't know what you were doing, and that was crazy because why was that even happening in the first place? Now, Now, the third one on my list is the negative inner critic. And if you don't know what that is your inner voice, the voice that lets you know that every other person is better than you, or that person looks much better than you, or they would always choose somebody else over you. Yes, I had those kinds of dialogues in my head all the time. And with the bullying, with the bad family relationships, and my inner voice, I was on a spiral of self-loathing and self-hate. Okay, like it did not help at all. And I'm gonna give you guys 5 things that helped me get to where I am now. I will say I'm at my maybe not my most confident, but I am almost there. There are 5 things that have helped me get to this stage that I am right now. And I'm gonna tell you. Number one is embracing what makes you unique. Why would I want to be like everybody else? Like now I sit down and I obviously think like that, but back then that was not the case. But right now, why would I want to be like everybody else? I look at myself and I realize I am someone's prayer point. Like there is somebody out there that is praying for you, for someone like you, that the thigh gaps that you hate, the hip dips that you hate, the stretch marks that you hate, there is somebody that's out there that's like, oh, this is what I want. So why are you not even embracing that there is somebody out there that's gonna want you? And even if there is nobody out there that wants that, why can't you want yourself? Why can't you love yourself? I look at myself right now and I look at my stretch marks and I look at my tummy and I'm like, ooh, girl, you need to be unapologetic about the way you look. And that is the point that I've gotten to. Like, I've accepted it. Yes, I'm a black, okay, curvy, thick woman. Like, I do not have to apologize for that. I do not have to apologize for who I am. That is what makes me unique. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says, whatever their opinions are, they're allowed to have their opinions. But what matters the most is that I know that I am beautiful, I am unique, and I don't need to be like everybody else to be confident about that. Which brings me to my second point, let go of perfection. There is no such thing as a perfect person. Okay, there is no such thing that you need to let go of that idea. We have beauty standards. Okay, beauty standards, which I think sometimes are absolutely ridiculous. Okay, because like the beauty standards are crazy. Because why do I have to be pale? Like I have to be pale. Like look at me. There is no paleness here. Okay, like do you see this? And I have to be like skinny and weigh like 60 kg. I mean, do you see me? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get to 60 kg. Okay? So you need to let go of the idea that every other person is perfect but you, because that is a lie. Okay? You need to take your flaws and you need to be able to embrace them. You need to look at yourself and think, damn, you look good, mommy. Okay, because that's what I do. I look at myself in the mirror and I've gone from, oh, everybody looks better than you to, damn, you look good, mommy. You somebody's entire prayer point. So why do I have to feel bad about that? Because there's somebody out there who everybody's looking at and saying, oh my God, she's so perfect. That is also battling with their self image. That is also battling with loving their bodies and loving themselves. So I mean, the idea of perfection is a mental game, okay? It's a mental game that has been played by the media, okay, social media, TV, magazines, all of that. Because you're looking at the edited version of these people and you're like, oh my God, I wish it was that. You want to be edited? Like, you want to be edited? Like, it's all about perception. That is how you've perceived those people, as not having problems, loving themselves 24/7, and not knowing that they're human beings that also could probably be struggling with body positivity and self love and self loathing and things that make us human. Okay. And then I'm going to be taking you guys to my third point of what helped me get to where I am right now, which is celebrating your accomplishments. It does not matter how little progress you think you've made, you need to celebrate that. And that was what I did. I used to look at all these fitness influencers and look at all the 2 week challenges and how to get the flat stomach in 14 days. And I used to look at it and think, oh my God, that's such a long time. 14 days, 2 weeks. Like, I need to do this for 2 weeks. But now I wake up and I'm like, just one day. If I'm able to do it today, then that's a good thing. As long as I've done it today, then I mean, I give myself a pat on the back. I did it. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and think, just today, just today, I'll do it today. And if I'm able to get through it, another pat on the back. You don't need to look at the bigger picture and be like, oh, yes, like that's what I want. You need to look at the smaller steps before you get to that bigger picture. You need to look at the steps you've taken and clap for yourself on them. If you're able to get up and go on that walk or be able to go on that run, that that's all you have to say, just today. Just today, you get up, you do it, and tomorrow you repeat. And that is what has helped me because I wake up and I'm like, let's just do it. Just today, it's just 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And you do it, and you do the next one, and it's just 10 minutes. And you do the next one, and it's just 10 minutes. And you're like, it's just today. And then tomorrow you wake up and you do it all over again. So celebrate the smallest steps that you take to get to that big picture where you want to be. That has helped me tremendously. And I'm going to go into my fourth point of what has helped me to get to where I am right now in sense of self-love and self-positivity and body positivity, which is reframing your mindset. I went from nobody likes you or nobody wants you or you're too ugly or you're too fat or you're not looking like everybody else to damn, you look good, mommy. You're somebody's prayer point. Oh, you are so lucky to be you. And it is like such a big shift. And I don't even know, like, I can't even explain to you how that happened. But it starts for me, I started with taking notes of like little details about myself that I thought were beautiful. Like my eyes, pardon them, they're a bit red, inflamed. So yeah, I do struggle with eye problems there. But I love my eyes. I would look at my eyes and be like, damn, am I a siren? Like, I would look at my eyes, I would look at myself in the eyes, and I would blush. And it's crazy, but it worked. I would look at my face and look like, oh my god, there is nobody that has the same face as you. Like, do you see my facial structure? Like, do you see this? I would hype myself up so bad. And it started with like taking one thing at a time, just one thing that I loved and just hyping it up, just going all out, going crazy about my features. From one feature, it became two, it became three, it became four, and then it became my entire being. Okay, because there was a time where I thought, oh, my boobs were too big. They don't look as portable as Kylie Jenner or every other model and influencer out there. So I was thinking of getting breast reduction surgery. And this was me at like 16, 17. So like a couple of years ago. And it's crazy because why was I even thinking that in the first place? But right now, my mindset has been reprogrammed. I'm loving every single part of me. Like, because I know that there are people out there, they're like, oh my God, I wish I was like her. Which you shouldn't do. Don't do that. Don't wish you were like me. You need to be happy at your most authentic self. And look, I'm going to tell you, I'm not against surgery or procedures. If you feel like that's going to put you at your most confident self, then go ahead and do it. Like, go ahead and do it. If you're going to feel like you're going to be at your most confident, if you do those things, then go ahead. Go ahead. Because the goal is for you to get to where you look at yourself in the mirror and you love and you adore what you see. And you know that you deserve only the best. Okay. Like when I look at myself right now, I'm thinking Hawaii. Okay. I'm thinking Bali. I'm thinking private jets. I'm thinking only good things can happen to me. I've gone from, oh my God, I deserve the worst to thinking I deserve only the best. So, yeah, that was how I did it. And now I am completely and absolutely in love with myself. Yes. And it's going to bring me to my fifth point is find your support system. Look, not everybody is going to be supportive, okay? And we don't even need everybody to be supportive because that's just a lot of expectations and you get the gist. But you need to find people who align with you. It doesn't even have to be like your family members. It could be YouTubers. Find your support system. You might have friends or family members, in your case, if you're lucky, that are going to encourage you and let you know that they're proud of you no matter what you're doing. Like regardless of how slow you think your progress is, there's somebody else that's out there that's sharing with you like, yes, you can do it. And I know and I believe that you can do it too. You just need to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and celebrate all those steps that you have passed successfully. So yes, that brings me to the end of this video. And I had so much fun making this video. And I hope you have as much fun as I've had making it, watching it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody that they know that this is where they need to be. Don't forget to send in post notifications so you can know when I'm posting. And also follow me at Almazo on all socials. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.